All right, it's the herd hierarchy. It's the 10 best teams in the NFL. I may have a mistake at 3 and 4. I've been thinking about it all morning, but I'm going to go with it. I'll explain it. Here we go.
Herd hierarchy.
Time is now. Let's go.
The top 10 NFL teams according to Colin. Number 10.
Seattle. I know they lost, but, I still think they're better over 5 games than the Giants. It was their first home loss of the year. The defense has 21 sacks since week 9, most in the league. DK Metcalf leads the NFL in receiving yards. They had a clunker because their offensive line for 4 quarters got pushed all over the field by the Giants. Listen, the Raiders beat the Chiefs in Arrowhead. Do we think they're better? Washington beat the Steelers last night. Do we think they're better? Not over time. I think Seattle is better than the Giants over time, but the Giants deserve credit for the win, and Seattle should be dropped to just number 10.
Number 9.
Dolphins. Seattle beat them earlier. I don't know if they beat them today. Dolphins have won 7 of 8. Their defense is number 2 in the league in scoring. Mark Schlereth said it this weekend. Their defense is confusing people. Xavier Howard leads the NFL with 8 picks. Their draft picks are hitting it out of the park. Tua does not turn the ball over. They're a little like a really, really, really young New Orleans Saints when Drew Brees came in. They're building stuff. They're not there yet, but they got this quarterback who's accurate, smart, and never turns the ball over. Love their head coach, Dolphins at 9.
Number 8.
Steelers. Folks, this is what they are. I may be being kind. 5+ drop passes again last night. 55 yards rushing since week 8, worst in the league. Big Ben, 45 or more pass attempts in the last month, most in the league. 3 of their 4 remaining games, they face the Bills, the Colts, the Browns, winning records. This team isn't doing a ton right, and their injuries are piling up on their defense. I've got them at 8, and I'm being kind.
Number 7.
Cleveland would beat them today. Cleveland's got the number 1 rushing offense. Baker Mayfield's not turning it over, and they're not asking him to throw a ton. Here's what's interesting. Odell Beckham hurt opening drive week 7. Baker Mayfield, since then, we always thought Baker and Odell were not perfect. Since then, 11 touchdowns, 1 pick, passer rating 112 for Baker Mayfield. We kept saying it. Odell's great, and Baker's got talent. They're a bad fit. Baker was forcing the ball to Odell Beckham. Since he's been hurt, Baker's a different quarterback. Now, I don't love their defense. I don't. But I think offensively right now, they have the ability to eat the clock, and Baker's not turning it over. I got him at 7.
Number 6.
But I think they'd lose head-to-head with Tampa Bay. Bucs are coming off a bye. They're struggling right now. But again, they finished with 4 games against teams 500 or worse. Brady is great off a bye. I think teams that are talented off a bye, especially without preseason, they'll right the ship. They have the number 1 rushing defense. They take the ball away. Tampa at 6.
Number 5.
But I think the Rams would beat them. Listen, the Rams have won 3 of 4. They don't match up with San Francisco. We've seen it in the last. They don't match up with them. But they're 33-0 when they lead at halftime, and they usually do with McVay. Their pass defense, the best secondary of the league, hands down. They're great corners, great at safety. This is a big one. They've allowed the fewest big plays in the NFL this year. Those are 20-plus yard plays. So you got to grind it out against them. It's very Belichickian. They're not giving you any free stuff. Jared Goff, when comfortable, they lead, they win, case closed.
Number 4.
I think I may have them 1 spot too low. I'm going to put Buffalo here. I think I've got them too low. I turned this in this morning. I think I have them too low. First of all, they're a Hail Mary pass away from being 6-0 in their last 6 games. They should have won 6 straight. A Hail Mary pass. They outplayed Arizona, or they'd be 6-0. They're the only offense with 20-plus first downs in every game. Their defense leads the NFL in takeaways in the 4th quarter. They're exceptionally well coached. Buffalo at 4.
Number 3.
But out of respect, I'm going to put Green Bay at 3. Aaron Rodgers is on fire. Devontae Adams, I think this morning's the best receiver in the league. Aaron Jones is unbelievable. I still think they miss Blake Martinez at linebacker. But what can I say? They're playing much better in the second half of games now, so situationally they're making adjustments after half. I didn't think they were very good at that last year. They remain pretty healthy. It's a good pass-blocking offensive line. Listen, it's pretty simple to figure it out. When they lead, and teams have to throw against them to catch up, they're great. If they fall behind and you can run the football and eat the clock, they're not a great football team. But people aren't taking leads on them. Aaron's happy, content, and comfortable. I have him at 3.
Number 2.
Saints, to me, have the best roster thanks to Mickey Loomis and Jeff Ireland in the front office. I think they're the best roster in the NFL. They don't have an over-the-top component passing. But, I mean, what other team in the NFL? 9 straight wins, 5-1 on the road, haven't had the easiest schedule, have had turmoil at quarterback. Last 2 years, they're 8-0 in those games. Their defense has allowed 16 or fewer points in 5 straight games. First month of the year, I did not love this defense. They have tightened it up. That's what well-coached teams do. And I do think roster top to bottom, it's the best in the NFL.
Number 1.
All right, we know who it is. All right, Kansas City. They don't give the ball. You know, here's the thing with them is they only have 8 giveaways all year. So it's just frightening. It's like if the Warriors never had turnovers. So they're the most explosive offense, and oh yeah, they never turn it over. That's a nightmare combination. A lot of times you get the flashy offense, little running gun. Mahomes doesn't throw picks. They don't fumble. So right now I feel like the only team that really matches up with them, I think New Orleans matches up with them really well, and I think I may have Buffalo a little low. I don't want to. The reason I put Buffalo at 4, I didn't want to be your typical sportscaster. A team plays great on Monday night, and I come out here hair on fire. Buffalo's gonna win every game. I was like, nah, don't be that guy.
You don't think it's hair on fire to have the Browns above the Steelers?
I think the Browns are playing great. They do a lot well.
I think the Browns are playing great,
and
too.
they're healthy. Their offensive line rate's higher.
So if the Steelers and Browns played today, you think the Browns would beat the Steelers?
Absolutely. Pittsburgh can't run the ball.
Oh, Colin. Well, the good news is I can go to Pittsburgh anytime I want, so I can vouch for you.
Let me tell you something. People don't believe what I'm about to say. They love me in Cleveland. I'm going to be a grand marshal of a parade sometime soon.
They don't love me in Cleveland, but I don't know. I don't know about that one. But I'm not. They play week 17, so we'll find out. I don't think it's outrageous though. The 3 and 4 spots. I think you have the Packers above the Bills appropriately.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for watching. Subscribe here to get the latest from the show. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from The Herd or go watch a few segments from other shows on FS1.